What is going on YouTube? Hit it back making another brand new crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Solana, as well as the S&P 500. As you guys know, we are still doing our crypto coin display giveaway, as you guys can see here on the screen. It's a $124 crypto ticker display that I have in all my videos behind me in the background. And all you have to do to enter to win one of these is just by commenting your favorite cryptocurrency down in the comment section below, as well as comment subscribe. Do those two things. Make sure to subscribe, as I will be checking, and you will be entered to win one of these that you can comment on every single day, and that we'll be doing the drawing on Sunday, so definitely stick around. Now, more importantly, what we're going to be looking at in today's episode is the recent trend to the downside that we're starting to see on most of the major cryptocurrencies, except for Solana, which is actually doing some pretty ridiculous things that I don't even know how to explain. But more importantly, the other major cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP are starting to hit some sort of consolidation and are starting to reverse downwards. Now, I know yesterday we discussed in depth where there was a specific resistance level, and if we were not able to break through that price ceiling, we would enter for a short position for the prices to consolidate lower. I'm not entirely sure how low we are going to go, but I'd like to hopefully figure that out with you guys in today's episode. So definitely, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and let's jump into today's episode. Alright guys, now before we dive into the video, I was actually sent this by one of our subscribers. You can see it kind of here. Hopefully it's coming in clear. This is called an icy note, which is pretty cool. It's actually a very unique paper wallet. Usually you just get paper wallets printed and that's it. You can just print them off a website. But this is actually like, you know, US dollar material that they've managed to print on a piece of paper with really great detail, which is really cool. And it says Bitcoin. It has the QR code where you can deposit money into, as well as, you know, your wallet address here, I believe, or something along those lines. You can actually remove this. I think it might be your recovery seat or something like that. And you can actually hand these out and pay people with these notes that have crypto or Bitcoin on them, which I find really fascinating. You can see I have the website pulled up here really quickly, and this is a Swiss cold wallet icy note, which protects your Bitcoin, 30 security features, so on and so forth. And I just kind of wanted to show you guys how it works, which is right here. Basically, as you can see, buying and setting up your icy note, you could buy them on the website, which I'll link in the description if you guys wanted to check it out. But basically, you can charge Bitcoins in your icy note cold wallet. Buy Bitcoins from a secure source like Coinbase Pro, whatever. Send them to the address in the icy note. Ensure that there are no mistakes. And then you can spend your Bitcoin icy note or transfer it to another cold wallet. You can exchange your icy notes for any goods used as cash. You can pay a hotel reservation, so on and so forth. So what's interesting to me, and hopefully, you know, we'll figure that out, is Leah, let's say you upload this, but you upload $100 to the icy note. Are you like, how exactly are you transferring this to someone? Does this have a value of 100? And if the thing is $4, you're giving them a $100 note for something worth $4, or are you able to send them, you know, that amount off of this? So I'm not entirely sure I have the answer to that. If you guys know, maybe let me know in the comments down below, but it's really cool. I thought you guys should just hear about this and feel it and check it out, because I find it very interesting. Something tells me you probably have to preload them and then hand it to the person and they can do whatever with it, but who knows? Pretty cool. I guess you can also put your crypto on it and just leave it as that, as the you know, external hardware wallet. So that's a pretty cool feature as well. But that's pretty much it. Check out their website down in the comments or in the description below. But more importantly, looking at what else we have to talk about in today's video. As you guys can see, we're pretty much down in today's market. I just want to give a quick refresh here so you guys can get a better look. And you can see we're down about 5.33%. It's only Solana that's actually pumping even more, so up 80% in the past 70 days. Pretty insane. Up 9% today, or it's actually moving a little lower. But the majority of this crypto market is down about 4 to 7%, I'd say, across the board. XRP, Doge, Cardano, Binance, Bitcoin, Ethereum, they're all down quite a bit, quite substantially actually, and they're all starting to veer lower and lower and lower. Majority of cryptos are down double digits. We're actually not doing too bad for the top 10. But really what I want to look at in the video. So yesterday we made it very clear. Yesterday we put out this video right here that we were still in a bullish trend. And if you guys actually watch the video till the end, you'll basically see that I'm not necessarily talking about the markets in a short term, within a week type of deal. This is more looking at the markets in their overall long-term formation. So going off of, maybe a few months, maybe towards the end of 2021, not necessarily by, the end of August. That's not what I'm referring to. And what I mean by that is if you look at Bitcoin, you can see that for the most part, there's a big uptrend here that's playing out. And even in this big uptrend, we did, skyrocket up, and we do become overbought at times, and we do correct downwards, and then we pump even higher. So the same thing is kind of applying, or I'm trying to apply that here, where even though we're pumping up and we saw a small dip, and maybe we'll go even lower, I do believe we'll probably continue to extend up, something along these lines. You can kind of get the reference that I'm referring to. So that's why I'm not necessarily bearish in the long term. Short term, yeah, sure, we're going to probably see a little more correction, but I'm not too worried. Now, we discussed that if we were to break above this resistance right here, the price ceiling on XRP, we would be buying in for a leverage to the upside. That simple, that easy. That's pretty much what we're referring to. If we were to break above that resistance, that trend line, this price ceiling, that would give us enough volume to pump even higher, probably up to $2, but we did not. We actually reversed immediately off that and started to consolidate downwards. Now, we did discuss that when we close below here, you could buy in to short it, and if you guys took advantage of that, good for you. If you didn't, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't know if I would recommend buying in right now. I mean, you could and just set up a stop loss. It's definitely more of a moderate to aggressive style of trade, mainly because I'm not entirely sure how low we're going to be going to. I feel like these markets are still pretty primed for wanting to break even higher. So I wouldn't be surprised if right now we break off $1 and head right back up to, $2 or $1.26 and then, shoot right up to the ceiling. I don't know if that's possible, but what I'm looking at right now is we've been talking that there's been consolidation. Consolidation was necessary for these cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin was extremely overbought. If we wanted to pump higher, we would need to consolidate, but we did break through the trend line. So even on Ethereum, we broke through our uptrend. Even for Bitcoin, which did at some point have some chartings drawn. I don't know why that got deleted, so be it. You can see it kind of like right here, just drawing these in for you guys. Pretty much that's what we're looking at. There was a support maybe right here pulling us up, that if we were to break through these trend lines, we'd probably see a correction back to the downside if we were not able to, break through it. Now I'm going to draw it in right here, and then I'm going to draw in our supporting level at 40K. Right about here. And yeah, that should hopefully help us out. Now, there was a big resistance right here that we needed to battle and break through, which we did not do. And we discussed if we were to break through the uptrend here, we'd probably start to short this back to the downside, which could be between, 30 and 35K. I'm just going to draw that $30,000 support level right now, which is right about here. So you can see that's pretty much where support is. This is our price ceiling, which is now going to act as a price floor. And there's a good chance we could short this to the downside. Now, yesterday managed to close us below our uptrend, as well as when you look at, let's say, XRP, it closed us below our uptrend, and Ethereum closed us below our uptrend. So all these are signals that we're probably going to see a little more consolidation. It's only here to help, so that's why I'm not really worried. I mean, if you look at Ethereum in the long term, we're still in a very bullish trajectory, and we did just explode to the upside. So even if we do see some consolidation, maybe back down to the moving average, it will allow us to pump even higher. And when you look at this overall, you can see maybe from the first break, which was overbought, the first pullback was about 33%, and it pulled us back down to 40 on the relative strength indicator, and then you can see immediately after that we just rallied all the way back up. So if we consider that 33%, it would pretty much, I would say, send us right back down closer to the moving average, about 30% dip, and that should hopefully pull us back down to 40 on the relative strength indicator, very similar to what first happened, which would allow us to go even higher up. I still think bullish. We're still, long term, we're still bullish, and I believe we're still going to pump higher. Now, if you guys want to play the risk factor, there's nothing wrong with that. We discussed that really if we were to break above this resistance, we'd buy in, which we did not do. We reversed downwards with the consolidation, and now that we're pumping lower and we broke below our uptrend here, there's a chance we could short this down to 2,500. So if you have not bought in yet, consider waiting around. Let's just see how exactly this market plays out. If it sees some consolidation, so be it. If we hit a support level that we like, we'll buy back in. But if you want to be a little more moderate to aggressive, there's nothing wrong with buying in now, setting up a stop loss closer to like 3K, and then just shorting this potentially back down to 2,500, so on and so forth. It's possible, but the markets are still very bullish, so it's hard for me to believe, okay, time's up, we're going to be, pumping lower now. You can see we pretty much just got beamed off this top resistance here, and we're starting to fall, but it doesn't necessarily mean we're going to just go extremely bearish just now. I still think we're going to be creating some sort of higher lows, still create some sort of movements where even though prices decided to drop, maybe it will allow us to consolidate and then go even higher, some sort of pattern like that. That's why I'm not too worried, but we may see a small drop to about $2,400 to $2,500 and then start immediately rushing back to the upside there. And it pretty much applies to XRP and all these. We could easily see some more consolidation to its moving average as a prime. There's a very good chance we will pull down to moving averages on XRP, on Ethereum, Bitcoin, pretty much all these right to its bottom support. Solana is the only one that pretty much is just doing whatever the hell it wants, extremely overbought, but money keeps, pulling into Solana. So I'm not really sure. I think this at this point is just FOMO. And personally, I wouldn't invest into something like this that just has a straight upwards trajectory, like a straight escalator or elevator to the upside. Usually, once that happens, we just see a big drop to the downside. So I'm personally going to stay away from Solana. As great as it is, and as great as the pump is, I don't feel comfortable buying into something extremely overbought. If I miss out, so be it. There's always another run. That's pretty much how most of these markets are going. Even the S&P 500 is actually starting to see a dip, which is okay. We've seen bigger dips in the past, much bigger ones actually, but obviously it was getting very close to becoming overbought. So a small consolidation, maybe even back down this low, would allow us to pump even higher again. So I'm not worried with the S&P 500. It's still a great investment. But for these other cryptocurrencies, consider a moderate to aggressive trade if you do decide to short it down to 84 cents on XRP, Ethereum down to 24, Bitcoin down to maybe 40,000. Ideally, the better time was when we closed yesterday or 2 days ago, when we closed below this resistance here and we closed confirming that we weren't going to break through. Actually, no, that's not true. Yesterday, I guess, is a possibility. We were pretty much waiting to see where are we going to close below this support level, this uptrend right here. You can see it pretty much clear as day. I'll even pull up the 4-hour. We have an uptrend, a support here, and we were waiting to see if we were going to ping off that and head back to the moving or to the resistance, the price floor, or a price ceiling, or if we were going to break below it, which we did, but it's sending us into oversold. We're in an interesting pickle right now. I think we're still fairly consolidating. We're seeing fairly bearish signals right now, even for Ethereum. Let's see. Ethereum hitting its moving average. This might be the bottom for Ethereum. For most of these cryptos, actually, as they're playing around with their 4-hour, probably using it as a means of support. I think this might be the lowest it goes, but that's why I say, for a moderate to aggressive, going in very short term within the day and then, getting right out, that's a possibility to short it. But otherwise, I'm going to just be patient. Personally, for me, I'm going to wait around. I'm going to see how this market decides to play out. And then I'll, discuss buying back in. But it's really just waiting for confirmation of a breach above these price ceilings that are having quite a bit of difficulty breaking through. But that's what I'm waiting for, these price ceilings to be broken, and then we'll go from there. Otherwise, S&P 500 looks okay. And definitely make sure to check out our crypto coin display giveaway. And make sure to subscribe on that note, turn on post notifications, smash the like button. I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.